Yo, Giza here. Saturday. Mets won. Yanks won. Tigers lost. I guess the Padres are slugging out with the Dodgers. Uh, Talking about a few things about hiking today with the shadow. I know he's been talking about the shoes. I've been talking about floods. I want to talk about a little bit about hydration. It's a topic that we don't really talk about much. Um, I have shared stories about what's happened to me with hydration, but yeah, you have to be drinking during the day. We forget a lot of times to drink. You get up, you have coffee. Do you have a glass of water in the morning? Maybe some people do, some people don't. Most probably don't. But you have to down the water. And when you're out and about, when you're hiking, regardless of the weather, doesn't matter. You need the water and you also need food. There's not so much emphasis put on food because they'll tell you, well, you could go 10 days, 14 days without food. That's true, you can. I can go. I can go about 15 days. I've done it. I've actually seen what my limit would be. I feel terrible, but I mean, I could go about 15 days. And I could go about 4 days without water. 4 days. But you don't want to go 4 days without water. This is like no water. This is like no bottle of water, no water bladder, no fruit with water in it, no food with water in it. Absolutely no water. We'll drink it off leaves or bags or no wing it in out of a river filter or any of that. 4 days. But I could tell you, I think I share with you what my body does. I get annoyed. I get irritated very quickly. My back will start to bother me, my lower back. I'll just become a bear. And then I make poor decisions because you're not focused. It's good to know your limitations, but if you're out and about, most of my treks now, 18, 18 ounces of water. I tank up before I leave, and I'll take 18 ounces of water with me. I'll take some hydration electrolyte packs with me. If I'm going on any type of extended hike, I'm going to carry extra salt with me. People will laugh at you and say, oh, you carry salt in a Ziploc bag. Why would you do that? Well, when you're out hiking, you're burning up calcium and magnesium and salt and potassium, and you're losing all these things as you sweat. And if you're a heavy sweater, if it's hot out, you can become fatigued very quickly. So you want to have some extra salt with you for yourself or somebody else. Chuck it in the water and mix it up and drink it. Equivalent to drinking Gatorade. Okay? You want to have that. I like Ziploc bags. Small bags, medium bags, freezer bags, quart bags, gallon bags. You put the stuff in there, it stays dry, you could see it, what it is. Equivalent to buying a pouch. I have see-through pouches I use. Right? Right. The stuff has to be dry because, you don't want to be hiking around in wet stuff. You have to be prepared. The problem with hiking, I mean, truly, and you can watch 5 videos, you can watch 500 videos. Problem with hiking is preparedness and having the gear that you need, that you feel comfortable with, that you have confidence in, that's going to provide you with some level of shelter, nutrition, warmth, fire, safety. Okay? You have to feel comfortable with it. I've been out on hikes where people are getting ready to start a fire. Do they have a Bic lighter? No. Do they have tinder? No. They have a ferro rod and a knife. They've never used it, never attempted to use it. Now they're attempting to throw a spark, and they can't do it. And they're asking me, well, what am I doing wrong? At 2 o'clock in the morning, it's not the time to ask Geezer what you're doing wrong. At 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's raining, this is not a time for a throwing a spark lesson. This is not a time to start a fire lesson. We're in the tabletop review before the hike, and you tell me you've done numerous hikes, numerous camps, you know what to do. Now we're here, and nobody knows what to do. It's scary. It's scary. It's downright irresponsible. Oh, God. I'm surprised that I'm here. Some of the people I've gone out with. I really am. I feel really bad for people in North Carolina. So, I lived in South Carolina for over 30 years. I hiked there, camped there. Very familiar with Asheville. Very familiar with the mountains there. I'm very familiar with Duke Power, too. Duke Power is not a super duper energy company. And Duke Power opened the floodgates. Now, I know they're responsible for the dams. They have a few of them up there. I know the state of North Carolina is responsible for dams as well. I know the Army Corps of Engineers is responsible for the floodplains and everything else that goes along with that. I just want to know, why did you open the floodgates, knowing that downstream you're going to cause damage? Did you notify? You have to evacuate? Did you notify anybody? I know you had 10 plus inches of rain prior to the hurricane. Were the dams in that dire need for floodgates to be opened? I mean, there's something wrong here. Or maybe there isn't. But if you look at what was moved down those river and stream beds and what is there now? This is not a twig, a toy, a door. This is big stuff is there. Trucks, cars, overturned boats, houses, boulders. To bring that type of stuff there, okay, and to take out the roads and to destroy the bridges and to create massive landslides, mudslides. It has to be a force, a severe force has to be unleashed. Okay? It doesn't matter. It's the mountains of Appalachia, mountains of Rockies, California. It's a massive amount of power. Hey, what do I know?